let's pause for a second because I don't want to start a train of thought. Story time. Who doesn't love a good story? I received something super sweet in the mail today. Everything is super sweet when you receive it in the mail. I'm not gonna lie. Who doesn't like receiving packages? Probably the same people who don't like to hear stories. Anyway, it's pretty late in the day. I was busy working and stuff, so I didn't have a chance to put on any makeup today. I did all my skincare earlier, but I hadn't done any makeup. I felt like sleep was a tad bit more important today than other days. So, story time. That's right. Some of you may know that RawBeautyKristi, that's her YouTube name, released a palette with PUR Cosmetics, and it was kind of like a doo-doo show, let's be honest, as far as releases go, because there were too many people wanting this palette, which is a good thing, but a bad thing if you're not ready for that kind of internet or web browser traffic, right? Mom, I have no idea why I decided to use this pointy side of the Beauty Blender, because that's not very time effective. Anyway, so I just realized that yes, I'm not using my fingers, but I'm touching the sponge that is touching my face. That was pretty counterproductive, Amanda. Anyway, so this palette launched, right? And my friend Janice, who is probably watching because she's a very supportive friend, thank you, really wanted this palette. And I was like, not really my thing, right? So my friend Janice, whoa, sometimes you take your concealer up a little too high. Whoa. I'm excited. That's what's happening. I might have also had too much coffee. But anyway, my friend Janice wanted this palette, right? And you know, do you ever get that emotional feeling, you know, like excitement is just so contagious? Like you don't want something, but then someone else gets so excited about it and they want it so much that all of a sudden you want it too. I don't really think that like I wanted it. I just wanted that excitement, you know? I think that that's what it came down to. So I told myself, I was like, okay, cool beans. This palette's going to release 9 a.m. I think it may have been my day off. So I was free all day, right, to be checking on this palette. And that ended up being a really good thing, actually, because you see, at 9 a.m., when the palette was supposed to release, no one could get on the website. And if you were able to get on the website, it would either not load the product, or you would finally get it in your cart and you would go to check out, and all of a sudden you would either experience the website crashing or you would get sent back to the beginning, which was very, very, very frustrating. So, launches at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, California time, right? And my friend is in Arizona time, which is 2 hours ahead of California time. So imagine. She's there at 11. And I was kind of checking in back and forth on the website, you know, and checking with her, see if she was having any luck. And I could tell she was really frustrated, because she told me she was very frustrated. And also because, like, WTF, right? Like, this launch was at a certain time. Why isn't it available? Why is the website crashing? Why? So I could understand where she was coming from. Oh, I got so excited right there. But we're both trying. I didn't really tell her that I was trying too, because, you know, like, she really, really wanted this palette. And I'm like, how many times can I say like? But I wanted her to have the palette too. And I love spending money, right? Love it. So if it's someone else's money, I love it even more. So I'm checking with, you know, while she's checking as well. But my friend has 2 kids that she has to attend, which is what happens when you have children. They take up your time. And at this point, it's probably like 5 p.m.-ish. Let's round up. California time, right? So it launched supposedly at 9. It's now 5 p.m. California time. And they start a queue. At some point, they started a queue. So I got into the queue and I was like, customer, like 30,000 something. Okay, meaning there were 30,000 people in front of me to buy this palette. And I was like, what the? 30,000 people? Like, I don't know. I don't know how much makeup gets sold a day, but that seemed like a lot. And I was wondering, you know, would I even get anything, right? And my friend Janice let me know that she was like number 50,000. I don't know. I might be making that number up. The point is, I was ahead of her. And again, didn't say anything, right? Because I don't know why. I just didn't say anything to her about me being in queue. So the time comes and goes. I'm able to buy the palette. And in that moment, I was like, I spent so much time on this website. And, you know, every time that my friend Janice talks about something, I love it. I get so excited. I love it, right? So I got 2 palettes. Sorry, guys. I got 2 palettes. I got one for myself and one for my friend. And I wasn't immediately able to purchase it. Here's what happened. I tried to purchase it with PayPal because I love PayPal's. So it's my turn. I add the palettes to my cart and I go to checkout, and I had seen on Twitter, right, that even PUR had tweeted, hey, if you're having an issue, you know, just click check out again or something and it should work. Well, I was trying to check out using PayPal, and it kept telling me that my purchase had not gone through, right? And I was like, God. So I kept trying to check out with PayPal, and it kept telling me that my purchase had not gone through, right? And I'm like, what? How? What is going on, right? Because PayPal wasn't saying anything. Like, normally you do PayPal Express checkout, you sign into your PayPal, you pay, you hit purchase, and then bam, your purchase is done. That's it. You don't have to confirm your order with the website or anything. But I wasn't getting that. And I also was not getting the website confirmation saying, hey, you purchased this, right? And the really super annoying part, the other really super annoying part, was the whole checkout process, right? Because right off the bat, it has you fill out all of this information so that you can become a member of their website. And each time you have to fill in everything all over again and come up with a password and all this other stuff, right? But if you scrolled up to the very top, it gave you the option to check out as guest. So once I figured that out, it kind of made things a little bit faster, because also you only had like 10 minutes to check out once it was your turn. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not checking out with PayPal. It's just not happening, right? Like, I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Let's move on. So I just used my credit card. and bam, purchase goes through. Woo, excitement, all of this stuff, right? Cool, get my confirmation email, awesome. And then, I don't even know why I'm making this so dramatic, it's not that dramatic. And then I get an update saying, okay, like, hey, your palette shipped. Cool, thanks. But there's no shipping information, none. And I'm like, okay, well, how is it coming, right? Like, how, I need to stock this. I need to know exactly where it is in transition. But I got nothing. Nothing. And of course, you know, well, at some point I let my friend know, hey, by the way, I snagged you a palette as well, you know, in case you don't make it to your turn, which she didn't because she was putting her kids to bed. So cool, awesome, great. I found my mirror. And then just today I was complaining to her that, you know what, like, where is this tracking information? Like, I don't know when it's coming. What if it's already here? What if it got lost? What if it got stolen? You know, all of the thoughts. Well, today, let's just make this story short. I didn't know if I'd gotten lost. I don't know. So, I'm just like, okay, it'll show up someday. And someday I will ship it to my friend. And today, this morning, when mail was delivered, we get mail delivered at all hours of the day. I don't know. So this brown unmarked box comes in. And the label doesn't have like a name, right? Like, it's one of those label places. The name is like obscure, like LB Storage Warehouse, whatever. And I open it up, and to my surprise, it's the package. It's so beautiful. I know it sounded like I was going to say something terrible, right? Like, they canceled my order, or it didn't go through, or the package arrived shattered, or whatever. The point is, it's here. I have it. And a big part of me feels really bad because I'm playing with it now. I was going to wait. I swear I was going to wait. Because I wanted my friend Janice to be able to use it first, right? Or with me at the same time, because she was the one who really, really wanted this. But I'm a terrible friend, and I can't wait. And so now I am. Here I am, using this palette that I spent 8 hours in line for. Virtual line. Wasn't there like, I was 8 hours in line, okay? Period. That's how I'm saying. That's how I'm telling the story. It's my story. I'm telling it. And I don't know really where to go from here with my story. I guess that's my story. That's a story of how I got this palette. I went in with my whole heart. No, that's the name of the shade. I went in with my whole heart and just I didn't do anything to my lids, as you guys saw. I missed that. But I just went in with my whole heart and kind of created that shade range right there for the crease. And now, so you have your neutral side and you have your colorful side. And let me tell you, Dandelion is the most beautiful, beautiful yellow. But I'm obsessed with yellow too. Here it is. So I definitely want to use Dandelion, but I also want to use Camelot. This is Camelot here. The one disadvantage is that you can't really see, you know, all the colors at the same time. Alright. I'm using Dandelion. Now, the colors are pretty powdery. I personally don't mind that. I'm okay with that, in fact. I enjoy it as long as they blend. Why, you might ask? Because seeing the powder shows me that I am picking up the color, that I am picking up the pigment, and that I am applying it. I'm a very visual person. I like to see things happening before my eyes. However, if you do not like that, maybe try going in with a lighter hand. Let's see. I did have to kind of blow. Let us try a lighter hand. So there is still a little bit of kick up. FYI. At this point though, you've either purchased it or you haven't. That was weird. That was a weird thing to say. Alright, so we're applying Dandelion and it is looking beautiful. So I have to remind myself, right, that when I look, this area here gets lost. So I really have to shape that how I'm feeling it. I have to make I have to make an effort to actually shape my eye. That's what we're trying to say, right? So usually I'm okay with it not being shaped round, but we do want to show the colors here, so we're gonna go ahead and you could just look straight, or you could kind of do what I'm doing and just, you know, bring it up. I know more or less where my I know where I need to fill in, right? I don't know how to describe this, I'm sorry. I just look ahead and I know, right, that just where my natural crease is, you can't see the color as much, it folds, I guess. So just bring it up. Bring it up, bring it up. And that's Dandelion. So now we're gonna use Am I Orange? Kristi always asks if she's orange while she is filming. Look at me talking to Kristi like we're friends. I had a friend once who was talking to me about Jada. This was when I was younger, middle school. And I remember I was just like, wait, hold on, pause out. Time out, pause. Who is Jada? Is she a new girl? Where did you meet her? Am I supposed to know her? Who is this person? At that point, she tells me that she's talking about Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife. And I remember just thinking, like, you don't know this person. Why are you just referring to them in their first name? That's just weird. Like, first names insinuate that you know the person, right? Right? Is that just me? It might just be me. Am I Orange is equally beautiful in its own unique tone. What do colors consist of? The way that fruits consist of flavor and sugars, what do colors consist of? I know pigmentation, right? I get hues in its own hue. A combination of hues and pigments. I'm not an artist. I didn't I didn't even take an art class. I'm sorry. Continuing. Let's continue. I just like to blend my eyeshadow. At any time, remember that at the upper right hand corner there are 3 little dots that you can click, and you can select to view this video at 1.2 times the speed, 1.5 times the speed, 1.75 times the speed, and 2 times the speed. I personally think everyone sounds better at 1.5 to 2 times the speed. So there's your tip of the day if you didn't know it. Or forgot, as my friend Janice does. I'm not obsessed with her. I just have been thinking a lot about her today. I'm sorry. Don't make it awkward. It's not awkward between us. Now, I just made it awkward. I made this awkward. Yep, we're gonna go to Flavor Town. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Flavor Town. Flavor Town is this. And we're going to pick that up. Oh, the disadvantage of having powdery pigments. Oh yes, this is a pigment palette, I believe. Is that right, Kristi? Is that what this is? Is this pigment? Which means that I don't know exactly what pigments mean. It just means that they're like not. Let's skip that. Alright, so the downside of having such powdery products, there we go, is that if you do your foundation first, you run the risk of having shadow fall on your face, and then you're colored the color of your shadow. But you know what? I really don't think that that's the case here. I am tapping out my brush. Look. I don't know if the camera's picking up. Anyway, I tap out my brush and then I apply. Here, with this, you can really see that the shapes, right, that I'm talking about with my eye, right? You see here and then here, because I didn't bring it up as high, it just gives my eyes a different shape. So, and the goal is to have them look the same also. So once I round one out, I have to round them both out. And oh, look. Alright. I was looking at my mirror. So then I just go through. This is the brush that I used for my orange. And without having picked up any more color, I just go through and just blend. The palette comes with a mirror, but I keep reaching for a mirror over here, which gives me a mirror on either side of me. I need options, apparently. Alright, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. You happy? We're happy. And now we're going to turn this beautiful look into a basic look, because we can. And because sometimes you just gotta be basic. Now we're going to go in with, we're gonna go in with B, which is not yellow, it's brown. which is weird because bees are yellow. I'm going to be honest and say that I have not watched her video where she explains why she named each color the color that she did, the name that she did. My speech is always so impeded when I am doing this. I feel like I'm a good multitasker, but then I sit here and I try to talk and do my makeup, and I forget words and language. So maybe I'm not. Anyway, as I was saying, I have not watched her. Well, okay, I watched the video, but I've skipped through most of the part where she tells us why she picked the names that she did, which makes me sound like a horrible fan, watcher, consumer, because the whole point of these collabs is that they are connecting with us, right? They're fans, they're the consumers of their videos. But I'm more interested in the colors and the color story than the names, except when I buy palettes because of the names of the shades. Neither here nor there. Now I'm going to use You're Not My Real Dad, which is this. I only have one dad, and he is my real dad, so I can't relate. I'm just darkening everything up. At this point, I got tired of listening to myself. You just have to make sure that it's evensies. Again, right here, here. I like to have it rounded, more rounded, rather than just. So now that's what I focus on, is getting that rounded up. I just realized I forgot to turn off my fan. So that might be in the background. It's a whole video. I'm sorry. Once again, we're going with a big fluffy brush. Admiring my work. So I really, now that I've used the colors, here's the thing. I don't like swatching palettes if I'm not going to use them, or if I'm not using the color. I don't know why not, but I don't. It's who I am. So this here is You're Not My Real Dad, and this one here is B. You can see, and that's kind of what I was looking at, right? There's it almost looks like plum purple with the You're Not My Real Dad, and so it really brings out the red, I think. And I like that. I like how that came out. Now we have two options, because I'm going to use a shimmer. We can go with Golden Ticket, or we can go with Cafe Disco. Oh, I'm definitely going to use Cafe Disco. And that pink in there, I think, is going to look beautiful with the red. Ooh. Oh. Oh. The buttery feels. The feels of the butter. Ooh, I don't, all these noises are escaping my mouth. I don't know if the camera, I don't know. I don't know. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this magical moment? This magical Cinderella moment when the clock struck midnight? Or when they were dancing and it was shimmering magic? That's what this is. So at some point I reached maximum capacity of storage. I don't know how that works. I'm doing all this on my phone. Anyway, what I was saying is that Cinderella magic when she's dancing with the prince and they're around the waterfall, no, the water fountain. That's what this color here is. It's magic. Now with this color there was fallout. It may have been because I was just so excited and I just wanted to get as much of this on my eyelid as humanly possible, but just keep that in mind. There was fallout. Now I'm gonna go in and kind of, oh look at that, just kind of so we can blend that, not have such a stark line. That's just gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to try to get some of that off. Not possible. That's okay. It's okay. You know, it happens. That's cool. That's fine. Let's take maybe some of this. I just take some translucent powder. Nope. 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 Not helping. It's okay. We are going to be glittering magical creatures. I'm going to go in with Flavor Town and a brush that's probably too loose for what I want to do, but that's okay. I just swept that at the under eye. I do think that Dandelion would have gone well under that color. Now we're going to go in with a slightly tighter packed brush. We're going to blow off our dust. We're going to go back into the You're Not My Real Dad and just connect that, bring that in. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dust off, blow off our powder. Don't blow on your palettes, it's not sanitary. Those are brushes falling, yes. Sorry. Put that away. Does anyone else keep the plastic that comes on top of the shadows so that you can pretend to protect the mirror from the shadows and have it not be dirty? I think that that's the only purpose of that plastic thing. Let me know if there's a purpose other than that. Well, when they have the names on the plastic thing, I guess that's the purpose. At this point of my makeup, I'm usually just like, done, meaning my attention span is gone. I'm sure yours is too. Where did it say? Where did my teeny tiny little mascara go? It probably fell on the floor. That's what happened. So we're gonna go in with this giant mascara wand instead. I want to know who is comfortable using this. Are you guys comfortable with this? giant wand. Like, it's like, how do they come up with these sizes? This is a brand I don't know how to pronounce. I got it in BoxyCharm, I believe, but we get the brand in BoxyCharm and Ipsy. So if you have either of those subscriptions, I'm sure you have either this mascara or an eyeliner, maybe even a lip liner. It's this one. I think it's a D. Look, I'm too focused on the beautiful, mesmerizing glitter on my lids. Even when I'm not looking at it, I'm thinking about it. Avoid making the weird fishy face at all costs. Go back through. I'm gonna, you know, fan out the lashes. I feel like I got closer and closer and closer to the camera, and it didn't really help me out with this mascara wand, so I'm not sure why I did that. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to use this Joel. This is how I make myself more presentable. And I'm going to use this Joa Jelly Bay. Joa, I'm Your Jelly Bay matte gel lipstick. It feels bouncy or blurry. Like mochi. It's got that like it has like that soft mochi feel. That's what it is. It smells it has a scent. It has a scent. I'm not quite sure what the scent is. It's not a terrible scent. I just can't put my finger on it. Now, I'm going to pretend I brushed my hair today. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like, how is this making a difference in how presentable or not presentable I look? There. Hair tutorial. I just showed you guys how to put your hair up in a bun. Pull it out a bit so we don't look so. There, you see? All right. What do we think? Do you feel like this color's as magical as I do? Are you going to try to get this again? I think it's on pre-order for the restock, so you are guaranteed to get it in October. I'm not good with information, I'm sorry. But you can go to the website, check it out, get all the information. It's very beautiful. Thanks.
Don't let